Good morning, St Martin's. Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to today's creative challenge. Now, for today's creative challenge, we're going to be making pop-up books. I'm going to show you a few different techniques so that you can make your own pop-up book. The things that you will need for this challenge, you will need some paper or card. It doesn't want to be super thick, it doesn't want to be cardboard, but it also wants to be slightly stiffer than paper. So I've just got some kind of cartridge paper here from a sketch pad. You're going to need some scissors and some glue. So if you're ready and you've got all those things, let's get started. The first technique I'm going to show you is the simplest way to make a pop-up book, and it's using something called a counterfold. What you're going to do, you're going to get your piece of card and fold it in half. Now, folding is really important in pop-up books because the folds are like the kind of hinges, and the more you do your folds really strongly, the better your pop-up will work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some scissors and I'm going to cut 2 slots in the card that are the same length. So I've just cutting along the fold, not along the edge, definitely along the fold. Once I've cut them, I can fold that back, and again I'm going to fold it one way and then the other, so it moves really nicely. And when I open it back up, I can push this fold back out. So if you look from the side, it makes like a kind of square. So that is my first little pop-up. Once you've done that, you can stick something on that and you can make it pop up. So for example, on this one, I've done 3 of those little pop-up things, and I can add a little flower to make a little pop-up flower. The other thing you can do, also a counterfold, but this time with only 1 cut. Again, I'm going to fold my card in half, fold it one way and then the other. This time I'm just going to do 1 cut, and then I'm going to fold the card back out like this. So I've made a little fold again on that edge there, not on the bit where it opens, but it's got to be on the way you folded it. And I'm going to do it the other way as well. The more strongly you fold it, the better. And now when I open it up, I don't know if you can see those creases, but I can push those creases forward. Can you see one? I've got 2 folds and 1 cut, and on the other one I've got 2 cuts and 1 fold. So there's 2 different ways of doing a counterfold. Now, once you've made this one, it's quite fun to make that into some kind of creature. So instead of drawing a straight line, I did a zigzag line. So that was in the cut. I cut a zigzag instead, and then exactly like the other one, I just fold it back where I've done the cut. And then when I open it up, I can push, I sort of push the teeth forward and fold it back down so that I've got a mouth that opens like that. And that you can easily make into a creature like this guy. So the next technique I'm going to show you is you need two different pieces of card. So you've got one piece that's, I folded that in half and folded it back on itself so it folds really nicely, because that's kind of like the muscle of your pop-up. And that is called your base sheet. Now where you folded it, that crease down there is called the gully, and you're going to make another fold that crosses that gully, and that's going to be the bit that pops up. So I'm going to do this in a different colour so that you can see. So this is a smaller piece of card that's going to sit inside there. Now again, I'm going to fold it in half. Then I'm going to fold up the end here, and this is going to make the tabs that will attach this pop-up to the base sheet. So I've made that little fold there, and then I'm just going to snip off that corner. So I've now got these tabs which are going to make my pop-up sit inside my base sheet. Now my technique for sticking this in so that you get it in the right position is put some glue on one side, only on one side to start with, and make sure that you line it up with that gully so your crease is right in the middle there. Then fold your sheet of paper and put the glue on your other tab, and then close the base sheet over it. That way you'll make sure that it's in exactly the right position. And then when you open it again, that will pop up really nicely. If you want to, if you don't want to see that, you can see that that's poking out a bit. You can trim it off so that it sits nicely inside the base sheet. And there, pops up beautifully. Now you can play around with how you position your pop-up on your base sheet. So this one is a little bit further back, and this one, the tabs are behind there. So it's a different angle to this one, which you can see the tabs are at the front. So you might want to open your pop-up that way. So that one can open that way, and this one is the opposite way round. And obviously what you make this into, this could be a building, it could be a scene. So there you are, there's your creative challenge for this week. See if you can make your own pop-up book. Yeah, get stuck in, see what you come up with.